Hello and welcome to a little quick tip video. This week at the Lilypad forum, my CT girls run a challenge about stacked frames, and one of the customers asked about how to use the transformed frames I have in my shop at the Lilypad. So I'm gonna show you now how you can use them and how you can play with them. I have two different packs as far I know, I can remember. It's the Transformed Frames #1, and then we have the one pack at the artCRUSH #5. There are also some transformed frames. The pack in the artCRUSH #5 does contain also PSD files, but I will use now for you here the Transformed Frames #1, this pack, and let's see what you can do and how you can work with them. So first of all, this is what the pack includes. These are the frames, white frames, and they are transformed and does have some shadowing on the bottom. So let's try something, and I'm gonna open out one frame. I just drag and drop that one here on a solid paper so you have a clear view. There are two ways how you can add your photo and create a mask. The first way is you use the polygon lasso tool and you only click just on the four corners of the frame, and so you have now a selection, and then you click on the background or underneath the layer with the frame, start a new layer by clicking on the bottom of your layers palette. So you start a new layer here and you go and fill that layer now with the selected area with the color. It doesn't matter what color it does have. You can click Command and hit the delete button. When you do that, your layer is filled with the background color. If you use the Option key and hit the delete button, it fills with the foreground color. So this is a little bit trick beside that. But you can also go to let's see where that is, because I don't use that very often. I'm always going to use some shortcuts. And you go to fill over here, it's edit, you go to fill, and then you can fill it with black or whatever color you like to. So it doesn't matter what color you have. Okay, now you created a mask with using the polygon lasso tool. Another option is start also a new layer. So this is an empty layer, and you use the magic wand tool. Click on it no, wrong. You need to go to the layer with the frame, click inside of the frame, and then you go back to the layer. And also here you can now fill the area you have selected with the magic wand tool. Okay, so we have now two different masks created. It doesn't matter now what kind of mask we use. We have an area where we can clip into it our photo. Okay, here we go. Here is a photo. I don't pick now something here what I have. Download. And then here it is. I copy it and place it just on top of my just created layer with the mask, and then we go and clip it, create clipping mask, or you hit Option Command and G, that's the same. And what you can now do, I always, when I know I need to transform or change the size of an image, I always go and use the convert to smart object, because I know then to my image nothing happens. I can resize it as often I want without losing any quality. Okay, so now we're going and change here the size of the image. Okay, a little bit higher. So now this is what we have here now. Okay, the same you can do with the other mask we have created. We can do that here. So that's the black one, and we use here maybe that image, download it. Here we go. And now it opens. And also here, Option Command and G. Now it's clipped. And I'm going to convert to smart object. This is not a must. It's only what I've done because I don't want to lose any quality. So what you can now do with that image, you have the transformation, you have this other direction of the frame, so it's not just plain in front of you. It does have how is it called? It's like 3D. Okay, what you can now do is transform the image. For that, press Command T, and now you can go and click the Command button, and now you can transform the handles here in the direction you like to have it. So you can see now the image gets into the same view like the frame is. So this, it's only a little bit, so you need to play a little bit around. And this is it. So now also your image itself looks like, and it's laying down underneath this frame. Okay, so this is just one frame, and I'm gonna show you now another one. I like to hold that quick tips really quick. I am not as good as it should be in having little small videos, so I'm trying into this quick tips to stay shorter. Okay, so I'm turn off those. So we have here now this transformed frames, and we have 3 different frames. I work now with the magic wand tool. Okay, what you also can check if you have the tolerance on top here. So I have 10, maybe you can use 20. Here you go into the frame, click on it, and what you also now can do to not fill it, you can go on to the background and hit Command J. So it duplicates. You have the selection from the area you have just chosen from the transformed frames, and you go to the background, hit Command J, and then you have a duplicated area from the background. That's enough to create a clipping mask. You don't need more. It doesn't matter if there's a texture in it or so, because you only need the mask for the frame. Okay, And if you feel disturbed that it does have the same color, you can hit Command I, so it transforms, it inverts the color. So now you have the you have a little bit different color, and you can see what you have created already. And go to the next frame of the transform frame. You click again on the frame itself. You go to the background. You hit Command J. You hit Command I to invert, and now you have the second mask. And the same you do with the last one. So now we have 3 different masks created here with the transform frames. So now we fill them, and we also have here different ways to create them. Click on when you create or add a photo, and always go to the layer you want to add the photo, or use the layer you want to use as a clipping mask, so you don't feel irritated wherever you are and get lost in a lot of layers maybe. Okay, so this is now the picture. I'm gonna copy it. I'm gonna place it into my on top of my mask, and click Command Option G, so it's now clipped. You have now different ways to use it. Now I'm gonna leave this image now how it is, because I want to show you something. Now we choose that one. Okay, here we go. Copy it, and now I want to use the middle mask. Place my photo on it, Option Command G, so it's again clipped. And then we have the third mask, and then we use that file. So I really choose now randomly different photos. They only that we have some photos, so they don't need to fit into anything. Okay, so this the next. Also we clip here, Option Command NG. So we have now 3 different photos here. But what you also can do is now you can, when we turn that off, and we have that one here with the dandelion. So we go to the layer here with the image, and let's see how big it is. It's bigger than our transformed frames, so you can see it overlaps here. So that's a good point now. Okay, let's hit Command J. So we're gonna duplicate now the image, and we push it on top, and it automatically just clips on the layer, because we have here those. Just delete that one. No, not delete. Forget that. So we start from the beginning. Okay, the image with the dandelion. Okay, we hit Command J, so we duplicate that now. We move it on top of the middle frame here, or mask better said. Okay, and also here we can go and clip it, Option Command G. Okay, same image as we have on the first mask. We do that again, Command J, so we're gonna duplicate that. We're gonna move this layer on top now of the last mask we have created. And also here, Option Command and G, and now we have all 3 masks with the same image included. Okay, what I'm going. Okay, what we can now do, we have now selected all 3 photos, okay? All the photos here, 3 layers, and what we're gonna do now is we stick them together with this tool here on the bottom of our layers palette. Okay, click here, so they are now stick together. So when you move one layer, nothing will happen to the other layers. They'll always stick together, and this is what happens now. So nothing will happen now to any of the layers, and they will get lost, or yeah. So this is what you can do now. Also, you can now transform it. Also here, Command, and then you take the handles and move here around with the handles to get the same direction as you can see it on the frames. Okay, so something's going on here. Okay, this is also a way how you can no, just turn that off, that mobile. Okay, so this is a way to use the frames, and what you also can do. So I'm gonna turn that off, and also that one, and we use that one with the flower here. So I'm gonna place that here on top just, and I'm gonna delete that one also here. Okay, we use this flowers now here also 3 times with our mask. Okay, first one, Command Option G, we hit J to duplicate, we move it on top, we again Option Command G to clip it, we hit J to duplicate it and move it on the last layer and hit again Option Command and J. No, that was so. Okay, and now we go and duplicate the last layer again. So, and we move it over the frames. Okay, and now we go and try to use the quick selection tool. It's on top, and when you select the magic wand tool and you click and hold, then this little window pops up. Okay, quick selection tool, this is what we want. And now we going and zoom in, and we select with it only the blossom here, this blue blossom. Okay, now we have the selection. What we're going to now is we hit here on the bottom again of the layers here, the masking tool, and look at it, what we have now. We have the original image in all 3 of our frames. It's all 3 clipped, and on top of it we have now the flower. It really pops out. Okay, and what you also can now do, if you like to have it really dimensional, go and add a little bit of a drop shadow. Okay, drop shadow. We use the angle here and a little bit more blur. We use the size and go up so it much more blurs, and this is it. So this is how you can use the transformed frames. If you have any question, feel free to ask. I hope this little quick tip did help you in any way, and please give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, come and join my artology group or any other of my social media channels, wherever you like to join me, Instagram, Facebook. Also on YouTube you find a lot of great content how to use my products. So have a happy day, and we're gonna see us in the next video. Bye!